I mean, a feminist is just someone who, when she reads the paper in the morning, thinks to herself, I wonder how this impacts on women. If I read the paper in England, it comes at me all the time that women are in trouble. Everywhere I look, women are in trouble. You know, whether they're using the maternity services, whether they're trying to use the health service, whether they're simply trying to survive. Now, for me to be mad about that isn't just because I'm a feminist. I hope it's because I'm a human being. And it's, at some points, feminist and human being are the same thing. We don't know how many people were killed by Dr. Shipman. Those old ladies went out into the darkness without anybody noticing that they were gone until there was money involved. Most of the women had no money to speak of. This is a case of, first of all, the police don't think it's a priority that so many elderly people, most of them women, are dying in unexplained circumstances. Then we find that we don't care about it until there's money involved. Then we find that nobody who laughed about it and countersigned the death certificates did anything wrong. I don't think equality is good enough. Women must be paid the same rate as men for work of equal value. Work has no value. So we're up against it when it comes to the differentiation of women's work from men's work. There is no point in talking about equality here. If we think about all of this equality talk, we've then got to think about what about the things that women do that men don't do? What about, for example, let's say, childbearing? Britain has the worst maternal mortality statistics just about in Europe. Now, this is an interesting case of priorities. We have had this problem in our obstetrics wards forever. And there was never any money, there was never any research. Where are the international conferences? Where are we swapping notes? Where are we finding out why this is happening? And the answer is, we don't know why. Again, we've got low priority. Extraordinary business. How do we come to not care? If you're diagnosing more and more cancers and the same number of people are dying, something is wrong. What I'm trying to illustrate to you by these case histories is this problem of low priority, especially when it regards problems that only women are going to have. Some of you will have heard of Rotherham. 1,400 underage girls were abused in the town of Rotherham. So the police did nothing. They figured nobody cared. And the problem is, of course, that nobody did care. Now, when I talk about priorities, that's what I mean. Equality won't do it for you. Equality won't rescue 1,400 little girls. Equality won't make it easier to be a woman, won't make it easier for a woman to do the things that only a woman can do. But now, I want you to think carefully about this. What do you think would happen if we weren't the ones who bore children? If that came to an end? You've got to make up your minds. I'm 76, it's not my problem anymore. If that is the future, then be sure that it's the future you want and that you can manage. We don't understand about power. We don't know how to get it and we don't know how to use it as women. And simply talking about equality isn't going to help. We have got to start thinking about ourselves as guardians of a way of life that we choose to protect. And we won't come to that understanding if we don't know that it is in danger. There will be an extrauterine pregnancy carried to term within this century and maybe within the next 10 years. These changes are happening. The people who need to do something about them, to understand them and to be prepared to understand how to deploy them and whether to resist them, you are those people. I have profound trust in you. I realize that feminism is a different thing now from what it was when I was your age and when I was 30 even. But it still needs you, and it needs a concern for all the values we associate with being women, with being who we are. I leave it to you. Thank you.